You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
All right, good morning. Happy 4th of July, my friends. How's it going? Can you believe we made it to the 4th of July? Like, where is this year going? Always the hustle and bustle. I was out on the interstate at about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I was like, whoa, what's all this? Oh, yeah, people getting off work early, and the interstate is a packed house. That is for sure. Hey, listen, we've got a very hot day ahead of us today. We're talking about a heat advisory, excessive heat across the Tennessee Valley, and across much of our region. While we do have a chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, I don't think it's going to add up to a whole lot. So let's get to work with the forecast. Current temperatures are now trending even warmer than what they were yesterday morning. So that's been the story here over the last couple of days. Those morning lows keep coming up thanks to the humidity that keeps coming up across the area as well. Look at our morning low temperatures. I mean, it is a warm start to the day. I mean, we're talking iced tea and iced coffee this morning. No need for hot coffee, although mine's cold right now. We're now currently in the 70s to even pushing close to 80 in Oak Ridge and Chattanooga. 69, a little bit more comfortable in Rogersville, but still 78 degrees in Oak Ridge. So another hot morning and minimal fog to slow you down. So if you are getting out and traveling this morning, I know a lot of folks were leaving town yesterday. And of course, I think traffic and volume will be a lot lower today until we get into the afternoon and evening, at which point, you know, we're going to try to get to our destinations to go watch the fireworks festivities. So let's go ahead and talk about your weather headlines for the day today. Heat advisory is in effect across the Southern Valley. We'll show you what that looks like here in a moment. There is a chance for an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm. I'm not anticipating much at all. I don't think Mother Nature will provide us with her own fireworks, or a whole lot of them anyways, but we still have a level 1 risk for some isolated strong thunderstorms. Cold front swings its way through tomorrow, and that's going to bring us more seasonable weather as we get into the upcoming weekend. So that heat advisory runs until 8 o'clock this evening. It does include Roane, Loudoun, and Blount County, and then further to the south into Chattanooga, and that's where the excessive heat will continue to build its way on in. First things first, we'll get to work with the forecast. I want to take you outside, show you the beautiful views around East Tennessee from the East Tennessee weather cameras. That's a live look there in downtown Gatlinburg. Of course, they had their festivities last night at midnight, the first one in the country. Did you go to that? Let me know what your plans are for the night tonight or for the day today. Are you going to be out on the boats, the pools? Are you barbecuing? We do have your national holidays coming up here in just a second. Of course, obviously, it is Independence Day, right? A live look there in Maynardville, Union County. Big shout out to those folks. A few clouds hanging out with us this morning. A few more clouds from our Maryville camera looking off to the southeastern sky. It's going to be a packed house on the lakes here today and through the entire weekend. So do practice boat safety and, of course, heat safety with the excessive heat that we have in place across the area. And a few more clouds hanging out with us from the West Knoxville area in the East Tennessee weather camera. All right, let's go back to the weather headlines for the day today. We're talking temperatures warming close to 90 as we get into the lunch hour. We're going to continue to see those temperatures warm. Today is going to be just a degree or two warmer than what we were yesterday. So we're still going to be in the low to mid 90s, but the humidity has increased across the area as well. And that's going to lead to that excessive heat. And that's why we have that heat advisory in place. Now, most of our heat index values during the peak heating of the day will be probably right around 100 degrees, if not a little bit more than that. And it's the Southern Valley from Loudoun County down to Chattanooga that we could have heat index values about 105 to 107, maybe 108 degrees in some locations. So it is going to be incredibly hot and incredibly muggy as well. So as we get into the evening hours, here's your fireworks forecast. Now, I threw heat index values on here for you, so you can see that we're going to still deal with heat index values all the way through 10 o'clock here tonight. By 6 o'clock, we're going to high temperature, going with the temperature of about 94. Heat index value will be 102. Even by 8 o'clock tonight, heat index value of about 97. And even by 10 o'clock tonight, heat index value is still going to be right around 90. So it's not going to cool off much or very quickly into the evening hours. So yes, it's going to be an extremely hot and muggy day. Now, with that said, for the last couple of days, the Storm Prediction Center has had a level 1 risk for some isolated strong thunderstorms from Cumberland County, Crossville area through Union, Maynardville, Rogersville, Hawkins, Hancock County, and points further to the north. Now, we're on the southern tail end of this, but there is a little disturbance. I think a better chance for a few more showers and storms across the northern plateau and southeastern Kentucky throughout the day today, but I don't anticipate a whole lot whatsoever. So here's your future cast. We'll take you from now through noon. Not a bad start to the day. We'll have a few clouds hanging out with us this morning. Then we'll become probably mostly sunny. And then those afternoon clouds will start to build on into the area. But again, maybe a chance for a stray shower or two across the highest peaks of the Smokies. As we get past 3 to, say, 7 o'clock, I think that's going to be our greatest opportunity, although we don't really want an opportunity for rain today. Our greatest opportunity for showers and thunderstorms here as we get into the evening hours. Again, southeastern Kentucky, the Cumberland Plateau, and the Northern Valley has the best chance. And if we do see any of those storms that do develop and they do become a little bit stronger, it'd be damaging winds would be the main threat. But again, I'm not anticipating a whole lot, so don't cancel any of those plans. Just watch it on the radar. Interactive radar is going to be a great tool with the East Tennessee Weather app. One thing I do want to point out, though, is that something really cool is going to be happening here tonight. Okay, so as we get closer to sundown and shortly thereafter, obviously the sun starts to set, the fireworks shows will will begin. But what's going to happen here as we get into the evening hours is there's going to be an inversion that's going to take place. What is that? That's warmer air sitting on top of the quote-unquote cooler air. I know, it's not going to be cold by any stretch of the imagination. But we have an inversion. So the air actually warms with height up to about, to 2,000 feet or so. What does that mean? Well, what's really cool that's going to happen tonight for probably most locations is because of that inversion, all the smoke from the fireworks won't dissipate quickly. We don't have the wind in the atmosphere. And so the inversion will keep that smoke right at the surface. So do anticipate kind of an eerie, hazy, smoky look to the sky, where at times the fireworks might be shooting up over the smoke, firing off, and then that smoke starts to settle down to the ground. So we'll see if that takes place. But some pretty cool meteorological, scientific stuff that could happen as the fireworks show take place this evening. All right, so low temperatures tonight, still going to be on the warm side. We're talking lows in the mid to upper 70s. So it's still going to be an incredibly muggy Friday. And it's nice that we have a nice 4-day weekend for a lot of us, right? Now, despite the fact that we do have a cold front swinging through tomorrow, we don't really have a risk for severe storms, but some very beneficial rain is going to set up shop. So let's walk you through that. We start the morning off at 7 o'clock on Friday, and we're going to have partly cloudy to maybe even mostly cloudy skies. So do anticipate a bit more cloud coverage tomorrow. But as we get closer to noon, 3, and 7, that's when those showers and thunderstorms will start to fire up. So we may see some out ahead of the cold front, the leading edge of the cold front. But as the cold front comes through between, say, 5 and 8 o'clock at night, I think we'll see maybe another round of some showers and thunderstorms. So some beneficial rain. When you look at the rainfall forecast for the day today, that's today. Let me take you to tomorrow. Let me adjust that here for a second. As we take it, well, today, obviously not a whole lot of rain expected, but through the day tomorrow, you can see that some areas may pick up over 3/4 of an inch of rain. Most likely not the case, but some of us may, which is great news to pass along because, well, the U.S. Drought Monitor taking the day off today, seeing though it's the 4th of July, so they issued the Drought Monitor a day early. And here's the latest information from the U.S. Drought Monitor. You can see that abnormally dry conditions are still with us, but the moderate drought has picked up. We just had a little sliver into Cumberland County, Morgan, parts of Roane County last week. Now that moderate drought has picked up across much of the Southern Valley, and excessive heat expected throughout the day today. So it is definitely going to be one of those days. Now, when we look at high temperatures for the day tomorrow, we're talking highs right around the upper 80s to low 90s. So a little bit more seasonable weather back behind the cold front. Dew points come down a little bit. And so, yeah, while we're still going to deal with a heat index value of around the upper 90s to low 100s, it's definitely going to be a little bit cooler. You can't see my hands. Cooler, if you will. Not really much cooler. I think it's negligible at this point of the game. But from Friday night, that picks up at 7 to 8 o'clock at Friday night through Saturday evening, okay, 24-hour period. And notice our dew points will stay elevated all through the day on Friday. But after right around sunrise on Saturday, here comes that drier air mass that's going to settle on in, and our dew points will likely drop into the 50s and maybe low to mid 60s on Saturday. So it's going to feel really a lot better. Not to mention those high temperatures will be a little bit cooler as well. Still hovering right around 90, not much cooler per se, but It's not going to be the excessive heat that we're dealing with for the day today. Look at these heat index values from Little Rock to Memphis, Jackson, 110, 113 degrees or so. Nashville's 107. We'll be pushing the low 100s, but here comes this cold front. Watch how it's going to shut down these heat index values. Friday, not so much for us, but Saturday and Sunday, we're not going to be dealing with as much of a heat index value. So our temperatures will be similar to what our heat index value will be, or I should say our heat index value will be similar to what our temperatures will be for the upcoming weekend. Whew. And some much needed rain. I mean, can we get a, yeah. And it's the 4th of July. Yeah. Pump it up. Elevated rain chances, obviously, for the day tomorrow. Then they shut down pretty much for the upcoming weekend. And we'll start to see a few more showers and storms fire up as we get into our, I'll say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe of next week. All right, on the big picture, here's what it looks like. Here's how it all plays out from this morning through this evening. Not a ton of activity, but if you have travel plans, maybe you're heading to Kentucky or Nashville, you'll probably have a better chance for a few more showers and thunderstorms. But here comes our Friday cold front. It's going to swing its way across the state and bring much needed rain across parts of the state. Not enough by any stretch of the imagination, but a little bit. And as the cold front swings through, high pressure builds in back behind it, and that will help to bring us that slightly, I keep saying cooler, but it is cooler, and slightly drier air. Eye rolls. What are you talking about, Witcher? It's July. Not going to be cool. Well, it is going to be technically cooler. You get the point, right? You get the point. All right, so not a ton of rain expected all the way through. This takes us all the way through Saturday. And you can see how it's just really not going to add up to a whole lot. Now, again, some of us may get a little bit more. Temperature-wise, more seasonable weather Friday, Saturday through next week. We're going to be in the upper 80s to low 90s. I don't know why I always turn my head like that. Why do I do that? Low temperatures will come down as well. So low temperatures will be a little bit more seasonable versus the mid to upper 70s that we are contending with this morning and that we will contend with again throughout the day tomorrow. All right, here's a quick check of the tropics for just a moment of time. Category 3 now, Hurricane Beryl. With the 5 a.m. update, winds gusting to 150, sustained winds at 120 miles per hour. Of course, that's within the eye wall of the storm, not the entire storm. But remember, yesterday we were talking about the possibility of it curving northward, and that still looks possible or probable at this point of the game. So while it's going to be making not close to a direct impact to places like Cancun, Mexico, it moves its way back into the Bay of Campeche, which is right there, that little part north of Mexico. And then into the Gulf of Mexico, but curving northward towards the state of Texas. And so South Texas still is in the bullseye for maybe making landfall as a Category 1. We'll see what this all does, and we'll keep you up to date as we head through the upcoming weekend. So as we head out and about today, obviously we don't have a huge threat for a lot of rain, but if you're joining us from, say, the Northern Valley, the Northern Plateau, Upper East Tennessee, have a way to receive that weather information. If those storms do become a little bit stronger, you can check in with the interactive radar. If you kind of hear lightning and thunder nearby, or if the app notifies you that lightning is within 15 miles, you can check in and be like, okay, here comes that isolated storm that Witcher was talking about. Hopefully it doesn't affect our fireworks festivities, but it is 100% free. So just go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and search Eastian Weather, all one word, if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app. It's everything you need for East Tennessee weather. I promise you that. Daily forecast, 1 minute with Witcher, your daily blog, all your watches and warnings, and of course, the best interactive radar here around town. Says me. So, all right, let's go say hi to everybody, see how everyone's doing this morning. I looked at traffic beforehand and no traffic out there this morning, so no need to waste a bunch of your time. So let's say hi to everyone. Are we doing all right? Are we ready for the 4th? Are you donning the red, white, and blue this morning? I do have a funny photo to share with you. This is from 2 years ago. I'll have to get this on here and send this. This was from 2 years ago. And let me see if I can get this on here. And, we used to, I'm a goofy guy, okay? I like to have a lot of fun. And so a couple years ago, we were having a lot of fun. That was my old producer. Let me get this a little bit smaller. That was my old producer. Look at that. We're donning the red, white, and blue. I was rocking it. I think I did the weathercast that way too. You better believe some awesome photos will be coming out through social media throughout the day today. That's right. The Witchers are going to be on an adventure today. Actually, the same folks that we went to St. John with are heading off on the boats in the lakes today. So we'll be heading out there at about 10:30 this morning, and we'll be enjoying it. So if you see us on the lake or the water, come say hi, high five us, but give us a big cheers. But again, do practice some heat safety throughout the day today. So everyone's saying happy 4th of July. Let me make that bigger now. I made it smaller for the open. We'll make this a little bit bigger. Hello, Michelle. How are you? There we go. There we go. How about that? Happy hot 4th, says Dwayne. Debbie says, good morning. Happy 4th, everybody. It's got a nice little ring to it. I can't believe it's already the 4th of July. That is just mind-blowing to me. Jerry's been watering the flowers this morning. I've got 2 giant blisters on my fingers. 2 giant blisters on my fingers right there. Can you see that? You probably can't see that very much. Finished pulling the weeds yesterday. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was a process. Good morning, Barbara. How are you this morning? Who else do we have on here? We got Brian. What a great day to be alive, he says. Amen to that. And amen to our ancestors for doing what they've done so we can celebrate. Garlina, what's up? How are you this morning? Happy 4th to you. Looks like a good pool day. It's going to be an amazing pool day. I don't know about your neighborhood pools or your backyard pools, but remember we were in the pool the other day and it was like a toasty, roasty pool. It was hot. You had a friend that was in the Gatlinburg Parade. That's really cool. So Julie's going to be grilling out today and fireworks in Rogersville. It's going to be fun. Lots of fun. Love seeing the fireworks. But I think it's going to be really cool to see if this inversion really sets up shop during the fireworks show. And if it does, it's going to be really cool to see the smoke just kind of settle. It's not going to dissipate quickly. So maybe let's see if I'm right or not. By the way, there is not going to be a Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. Okay, just an FYI. No Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. You will still get all of your East Tennessee weather information through the app, through the website, and all East Tennessee weather platforms. So don't worry about that. I'll still be present. But I know a lot of folks are out of town. A lot of folks are going to be sleeping in because they're going to be staying up late tonight. So we're just going to hold off on Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. Hopefully that doesn't offend you or anything like that. But go ahead and sleep in tomorrow unless you have to work. Cats showed a house this morning, then to the pool. So Temple, good morning, Temple. How are you this morning? Pool and cookout today. Anybody going to be doing ribs or a pork butt or brisket or any of the barbecue stuff? Anybody? And if you do, post on social. I want to see what you're making. I made an awesome grouper last night with smoked Gouda grits and like a creamy tomato sauce that went on top of it. It was so good. So good. Good morning, Eva. Eva's always joining me on YouTube. And by the way, I'm on YouTube, so you can go smash and subscribe that. And don't forget about that 1 minute with Witcher. If you don't have a bunch of time, that updates once a day by 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, you get your extended long-range forecasts as well with your daily weather forecast updates. That's right there at the top of the screen. I love that you all say hi to each other. I mean, you guys are just so nice to each other. Betty says rain and cooler weather. Well, cooler weather, right, Betty? Not much cooler, but a little bit. I think at this point of the game, I mean, listen, it's our first heat advisory of the season. We've had a lot of 90-degree days so far this year. Our average 90-degree days for the entire season is about 34, I think it is. And so we're kind of working our way towards those 90s, and it may trend to be a hotter summer. So what are your plans? Kimberly says. So like I mentioned, we're just going to be heading out to the boat. And then we're getting picked up at one of the marinas off of not Lakeside, but off of Loudon Lake, and heading out there for the day today. So we're all ready. My wife has made, so I should have brought some of this. I thought I was going to bring some in to show you. My wife made kid-friendly Jell-O shots. Kid-friendly Jell-O shots. But they're red, white, and blue, and they're really, really cute. I don't know if she posted that on social. See if I can see if she posted it on social. If she did, I'll show it to you. But it's there. Let's see if she posted it. She did not post it. Maybe she did. She did not. She was singing on her social media. Anyways, I was going to show you, but yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And she also made some like white chocolate dipped pretzels that are also red, white, and blue. So she made a lot of colorful stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don, you're red, white, and blue. Betty's donning the PJs this morning. Perfect. I wish I was still in my PJs. Inside kind of work today. No doubt about that, Dwayne. Yeah, it is going to be a toasty one. Have you just met me, Katrina? Actually, we've never officially met. Hi, I'm Mike Witcher. I'm a big goofball. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Debbie says, happy 4th, everybody. Michelle and Wild Tree Lane's going to be doing great and hanging out at the pool with friends today. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. Are you going to AJ's pool? I think AJ has a pool, doesn't she? And you guys work together? Or work in the same facilities anyways? Yeah, amen to that. Life's too short not to have fun. I mean, if you really knew me. I'm usually running around being a big giant goof. Love pool water when it's warm. Yeah, I know. I don't really like to be cold either. Hey, nice. Mel's doing ribs today. Oh, hold on, Louie. You want to bring some over to me, Mel? That'd be nice. I'd like some of those. I would like some of those. I love ribs. It's probably one of that and brisket. Probably one of my favorites. You want me to send you the recipe? I'll send it to you. Shoot me a message, Kat. I'll forget when I get out of here. But it's let's see. I don't think I can get that on here. I don't think I can get it on here right now. Let me see if I can't. We won't waste your time. Good morning, Chris. I'm sure you are, Kimberly. I'm sure you are. Doing our grilling early because of the heat. Yeah, probably a good idea, Denise. Good morning to you, by the way. Happy 4th of July. Sure hope you have a great day. Buck's on here, who's at the Rolling Stones in Chicago. He said the cold front Sunday was crazy. 61 degrees, windy, but Rolling Stones was amazing. That's awesome. You're back home to the furnace, East Tennessee. Yes, can we shut down this furnace now? Although, listen, I mean, it's hot, and I don't work outside all the time, although I've been doing yard work all week long. You got to embrace the season for what it is, because fall will be great, but then we're going to be back in winter, and you're going to be like, it's too darn cold around here. And I don't like to be cold. Just find some water. We've got plenty of lakes around here, and plenty of beaches with these lakes. State parks. Some of these state parks, Panther Creek State Park has a nice beach and great water up on Cherokee. Oh, well, I hope you have a good day today, Chris. Does anybody plan on going down to a festival on the 4th in downtown Knoxville? Or are you planning on going out to the public events? Or are you allowed to shoot fireworks in your county? Are you? Or are you going to buy thousands of dollars worth of fireworks? Is that what you do? I don't know. We've always been to some big celebrations. Mind you, some of them may have been not legal. I don't know. I did not partake, as you clearly have heard my story. But I partake in watching. I'll watch all day long. Just not going to light any off. My kids will likely tell me that one day as well. I don't care. I'm going to be the dad that's going to be embarrassing my kids in the car when I take them places. Yeah, shoot me a text in a few. Thanks, Kat, and I'll send you that recipe. Ooh, that sounds good, Buck. Grilling fillets and shrimp with corn on the cob. Now, let me ask you a question, Buck. Do you have a sous vide? A sous vide? And if you don't, I highly recommend checking one out and doing and Joule, Joule is the brand I have, but hands down the best steaks. My neighbor just got one, and we cooked steaks the other night, and he cooked his at his house in his sous vide. I cooked mine at mine in my sous vide. Took about an hour for an inch thick steak. And then you fry it up, throw some butter on top, you sear it on the ends, and oh my gosh, you cannot mess the steak up. That's what's great about the sous vide. You cannot mess it up because it cooks it to the exact internal temperature that you want. Then you sear it, get that good crisp on the outside, throw a slap of butter on top. Telling you, Buck, you need to listen to me on this one if you don't have one. Good morning, Denise. Happy Independence Day to you as well. Kimberly's going to have some chicken. Amen to that. That's probably true. A little bit of a stronger cold front up there, wasn't it? So Katrina's got family coming over for fireworks and grilling chicken brats, corn on the cob. Man, you all are making me hungry. What's up, AJ? You going to be hanging by the pool today, AJ? What are you guys doing today? What are you and your loved one doing today? Anybody going to watch the fireworks show on TV? Staying out of the heat. Good morning, Tim. I agree, Kat. I 100% agree. Oh, by the way, hold on. See if I can find this real quick. Did you know? Okay, hold on a second. I got to see if I took a screen grab of it because I was watching this on social. And do I have it? Oh, come on. I thought I took a screen grab of it. But the other day, give me 1 second. I'm looking at my phone. Oh, darn it. I don't know if I have it. Let's see if give me 1 second. Let's see if I can. See if I can find this here real quick. This will make you feel better. Oh no, he didn't put. Never mind. Well, I'm not gonna be able to find it off the top of my head. I think it was on. Anyways, it actually snowed at the top of over 14,000 feet in Colorado. Well, over 13,000 feet. It snowed the other day, and I saw it on social media. I meant to post that to try to cool everyone down. I forgot to post it. But yeah, we had snow on June 30th in the mountains of Colorado. Not unusual. Not when you're up to 14,000 feet. AJ's going to be hanging by the pool today. No fireworks for us. We will watch everyone else's. Good idea. Can you see downtown's fireworks from your house? I know you live in South Knoxville, but Buck says, I walked up to Henley Street Bridge a few blocks from fireworks launch. Nice. Intense is an understatement. I love pyrotechnics. I love it. I love the big booms. I love the sound of it. I love the sight of it. I am so fascinated by how they can make these designs and how they just the engineering that goes into fireworks is just so cool. I wish we still had Boomsday. Don't you? Do you wish we still had Boomsday? I do. Got Susie Weaver on here this morning. Happy 4th to you and your family as well, Susie. Tom, what's up, brother? Happy 4th, my friend. I hope you have a great day as well. You working all day? Tell me you're not working until 10 o'clock tonight, Tom. Cheryl's going to be watching the fireworks on TV. Ooh, watermelon's always good. Watermelon, steak, ribs, barbecue. It's true, Buck. Wear your sunscreen. Oh, you live in West Knoxville. But you can't see them from your house. Nice. That's right. Yeah, Hurricane Beryl. Jamaica and Montego Bay got hammered. And so this storm's that thing's no joke, is it? No joke. All right, let's take a look at today's holidays, shall we? Today's national holidays. Come on, get your dance on. I wish I had some 4th of July music, but I don't. This is all we got, my friends. Today's national holidays, obviously, it's Independence Day. Goes without saying. But it's also Alice in Wonderland Day. Did you know that? I did not. Let's see what it says about that. Anybody love Alice in Wonderland? Now, calendar celebrating Alice in Wonderland Day on July 4th to commemorate the date that Lewis Carroll first told his beloved story to Alice Liddell. Today's national holiday is also a perfect opportunity to learn more about this English writer and how his famous children's book came about. Cool stuff there. National Caesar Salad Day. Great day to have Caesar salad with your steak and ribs and barbecue and all the fixings. And, of course, it's National Barbecue Spare Ribs Day. And I think I've told you the story before, but maybe you've missed it. But my dad has won a contest back in like 1982, 84, somewhere around that time frame. He won a statewide barbecue ribs contest. He was put in the Denver Post, the newspaper back then, and I was also in the Denver Post. And my quote in the Denver Post, that I still have the article somewhere upstairs in the attic, that I was really upset that my dad won because he won a brand new barbecue grill. And I was upset that we were getting rid of the old barbecue grill. Like, what? Who does that? Who does that? I did, apparently. Apparently, I didn't want a new barbecue grill. I don't know why I didn't want to get rid of the new barbecue grill. But anyways, those are your national holidays for the day today. I'll take a look. I'll take a sneak peek at the T-Dot cameras, make sure everything's running smoothly. It is. All right, so no issues on the roads this morning. So anyways, that's about the extent of it. Any other graphics or maps I want to talk about? No, but I do want to highlight once again, of course, you'll get the forecast ahead here in just a moment through the 24-hour weather channel as I send you back there. It is 7:31, by the way. Again, no Wake Up with Witcher, no live broadcast tomorrow morning. Sleep in, enjoy it, because I know you're going to probably stay up late tonight to watch those fireworks, maybe later than you typically would. The kids will be all jacked up. I'll be staying up late as well. So, but up early tomorrow morning, then we're going to probably go do a Herkle-Turkle. Remember I talked about that term? Where you wake up and then you go back to bed? Heat advisory in effect until 8 o'clock here this evening. We are talking about excessive heat when those temperatures will climb into the upper 80s to low 90s as we get into the lunch hour. Forecast high temperatures for the most part, low to mid 90s, most of us in the mid 90s, so incredibly hot. Now remember, that's measured in the shade over grass. So if you're heading downtown, if you're going to be out in the direct sunlight, add a good 10 to 15 degrees on how it's actually going to make your body feel. Plus you have the high humidity. Dew points are going to be climbing into the low to mid 70s. And that puts our heat index values well over 100 degrees. So anywhere from about 102 to 106, 7 degrees across the Southern Valley. And that's why we have that heat advisory. And we just don't cool off this evening. By 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to see those temperatures right there in the mid 90s, but even heat index values of 102. 8 o'clock, 91. Heat index value of 97 by 8. Sun goes down, and we're still going to be dealing with heat index values right around 90 by 10 o'clock here tonight. So incredibly hot. Remember, we do have a chance for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm across the Northern Valley, but I'm not anticipating much activity. I think it's going to be a mostly dry day. And the other cool aspect of it is remember that the inversion is going to be taking place here as we head into the evening hours, as we get closer to sundown and right past sundown, as the fireworks shows begin to take shape. It may, if the inversion actually sets up shop, it would trap all that smoke into the very lowest levels of the atmosphere. So it's going to be really cool and maybe a little eerie as you drive out and about. So if you're going off to those big fireworks shows, do anticipate that smoke to just kind of settle. I think downtown's going to be really cool as the smoke settles and just kind of hovers right around the Tennessee River. And the cool thing is the inversion's not very high, so you might actually be able to see a very fine, sharp contrast of where the smoke is, like a flat top. Like a cumulonimbus cloud, when it goes all the way up into the atmosphere and can't go any further, it flattens out at the top. That's what the inversion is going to do to, I think, the smoke this evening. So it's going to be a really, really cool thing, I think, to see. Kind of fun. Now you know. So when you see that, now you know the science, the meteorology behind it. Got something in my eye. Well, thanks for joining me on this 4th of July. Don your red, white, and blue today. Share your photos on social media. Go like and subscribe on YouTube. Like and share the things that you see on social media. It really just helps the platform, and I really do appreciate you every single morning. Thank you to the ones that come here every single day. You have made me a part of your day, and I am so grateful for that. I'm grateful that we're friends, that we're families, that we're building this community together. So I'm so very much appreciative of you, your family, and your friends. I sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day today. I am going to send you back to the 24-hour weather channel in case you wanted to get a little bit more of the forecast. We'll start you from the very tip top. Let me get it all set up. And I sure hope you have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other, practice heat safety throughout the day today. And again, do travel safely. No drinking and driving, my friends, right? No boating and drinking as well. Be safe if you're heading off to the lakes. And again, we've got incidents that happen every single year. We don't want that to happen this year, right? We want to keep everybody safe. Have fun. Enjoy the fireworks and enjoy your barbecues. And enjoy sweating to death. Just know that we're all in it together. Every single day. All right, so no Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. I will see you bright and early Monday morning for Wake Up with Witcher. And of course, you'll see all the East Tennessee weather platforms will be updated all day today, tomorrow. Remember, I do weather updates 4 times a day, 6 a.m., noon, 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. So you get your evening, your bedtime forecast as well. We'll be talking about more heat, but also improving weather conditions a little bit, just a skosh, as we get into the upcoming weekend. All right, see you back here on Monday morning. Have a great weekend.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Happy 4th of July, everybody. It's going to be another beautiful but hot and muggy day around East Tennessee. Actually, today's going to be even muggier than what it was yesterday, even hotter. So we do have a heat advisory that's been issued by the National Weather Service. Let's go ahead and talk about the forecast ahead of us today. Heat advisory, slight chance for an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Not a big deal. Tomorrow, cold front swings its way into the area, bringing us, yes, some much-needed rain. No severe weather threat tomorrow. This weekend, a perfect weekend. Slightly cooler and slightly lower humidity. So check it out on your forecast every once in a while. Log on to easttnweather.com or download the East Tennessee Weather app if you don't have that. Here's that heat advisory south of Knoxville, so basically south of Interstate 40. We're talking heat indices pushing about 100 to 105 degrees, so it's going to be incredibly hot. And the heat doesn't go anywhere as we even get into the evening hours. I'll show you your fireworks forecast, and I've added heat index values to that. You'll see what I'm talking about. By noon, we're going to be pushing close to 90. Heat indices will be in the low to mid-90s at that point. And as we get into the afternoon and early evening hours, temperatures will climb into the mid to maybe a few pockets of upper 90s. You factor in dew points in the 70s, humidity in place, and that's going to put our heat index values of about 100 to 105 degrees for most locations. And that's why the Southern Valley has a heat advisory in place until 8 o'clock here this evening. So let's talk about your fireworks festivities, okay? So as the sun goes down, any storms that we do see throughout the day today, which I'll walk you through the futurecast in just a moment, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot, but anything we do, as the sun goes down and we lose the daytime heating, everything kind of gets shut off pretty quickly. So by 6 o'clock here tonight, we're going to be at 94 with a heat index value of 102. 8 o'clock, we're at 91, heat index value of 97 degrees. And then even by 10 o'clock, 84 with a heat index value of about 90. Now here's the other side of the story. A lot of us are going to be shooting off fireworks. If you're heading off to these downtown celebrations here tonight, we do have an inversion that's really going to set up shop about 8 to 10 o'clock here tonight. What does that mean? That means warmer air is sitting over a colder surface. Not colder, but colder, if you will. What that's going to do is any of the smoke from the fireworks is likely to settle right to the ground. So you're going to notice a lot of smoke at the surface of the earth thanks to that inversion that's taking place. Pretty cool science and meteorology right there for you. We do have a chance for a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms. Storm Prediction Center still has the Northern Valley under a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. I'm just not too confident. National Weather Service is not too confident that we'll see a whole lot of activity. I think our best chance for seeing some showers and thunderstorms as we get closer to about, say, 6 or 7 o'clock here tonight will be across upper East Tennessee. We got a little disturbance swinging its way on through the area, but we also have a couple of opportunities, anyways, for seeing a few showers and thunderstorms. But again, by 7 o'clock tonight, it doesn't look to be too impressive. So I don't think we're going to see a whole lot, but there is a chance, Northern Plateau and upper East Tennessee, for seeing a slight chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. Overnight lows tonight, we just don't cool off much at all. We're going to be back into the mid to upper 70s for morning low temperatures. I wanted to highlight this because even though we'd have a cold front swinging through on Friday, as of right now, no major risk for severe storms. But we are going to see some much needed rain. So Friday morning, We're going to start off nice, quiet, mild. Again, maybe a little bit of fog across the valley locations and maybe some lingering smoke because we don't have a lot of wind. We have that inversion taking place. But by noon, here come those showers and thunderstorms. So expect anytime after about the lunch hour on Friday to see some showers and thunderstorms swing their way through with the cold front. Cold front's going to come through as we get into the evening hours and again, sparking off some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So we do finally have the opportunity for seeing some much needed rain around the area and maybe if upwards of a tenth, quarter, half to maybe even pockets of 3/4 of an inch of rain in isolated locations, which would be so beneficial at this point of the game. Friday high temperatures still staying in the low 90s. Heat index values are still going to be pushing close to 100 degrees, just not nearly as hot as it will be throughout the day today. And this weekend, we're going to see improving conditions. Why? Because our dew points. So Friday at 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, our dew points are going to stay in the 70s all the way through about, 6 o'clock in the morning or so on Saturday. And then through the day on Saturday, well, we're going to see those dew points start to fall. And that's going to bring us refreshing air. So Saturday and Sunday, lower humidity, meaning we're not going to be dealing with the heat index values. And I think temperatures are going to come down just a bit. So again, if you have travel plans, heat advisories, forecast heat index values across much of the region. Even Memphis, places like Memphis could be pushing 113 degrees. We'll see a little bit of relief from that excessive heat as we get into the day tomorrow, even more so as we get into our Saturday and Sunday time frame. So there is better weather on the way if you're tired of this excessive heat. Rain chances, elevated rain chances on Friday thanks to the cold front. They fade away through the weekend, and then we'll see some showers and thunderstorms as we get into next week. That's the hopes anyways, because we need the moisture terribly bad. On the big picture, this is what it looks like. We stay rain-free for the most part throughout the day today. Again, not a whole lot of activity here locally. We'll see a better chance for showers and thunderstorms into Nashville and over into southeastern Kentucky. But again, some of those are going to skim the Cumberland Plateau, so keep that in mind. Cold front for our Friday starts to work its way across the state throughout the entire day on Friday. So ahead of it, we'll see the showers and thunderstorms fire up. We'll see the heat. We'll see the humidity. But we're also going to have a lot more cloud coverage. Cold front swings its way on through. Drier high pressure starts to build its way back into the area. And that's what's going to leave us with the more comfortable weather as we get into the upcoming weekend. Rainfall accumulation, some decent rain across the Ohio Valley, upper Midwest, and the Great Plains. And we'll see some pockets of decent rain here across the Southeast, which is desperately needed at this point of the game. Temperature trend, as I mentioned, temperatures come back down closer to those seasonal averages as we get into the weekend. And it looks like it may last all the way through most of next week, which is going to be nice. And those low temperatures will be back into the 60s and low 70s versus the mid to upper 70s because we have the drier air settling on in as well. All right, let's go ahead and give you an update on the tropics here. Because we're still talking about Hurricane Beryl. It is now downgraded to a Category 3 hurricane. Will continue to decrease in intensity as it moves its way towards the Yucatan Peninsula, maybe right around Cancun, of Category 1 hurricane. Then a tropical storm, maybe increasing to a Category 1, but notice the latest model guidance, it is curving its way a little bit further to the north. So South Texas is not out of the woods when it comes to Hurricane Beryl. So we'll keep you posted on that. All right, we sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. Make sure you stay on top of the latest forecast. Check in on those current conditions every once in a while throughout the day today and track the showers and thunderstorms in and around the area today if you're in those areas that could see some rain, and or tomorrow as the cold front swings its way into the area. It's a great tool to have in your back pocket. And by the way, it's 100% free. So just go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and search East TN Weather, all one word. Remember, I'm on YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and all social media. So have a wonderful and safe 4th of July.